Hey, what is going on guys? Today we're checking out the Sunbird Studio Final Fantasy VII Advent Children 1/4 scale statue of Tifa Lockhart. So this is a piece which came out last year, and I never got to cover this figure on my channel, so I thought today we would take a quick look. So keep in mind the release date of this figure was all the way back in the third quarter of 2023, and I have seen some in-hand photos of this figure, and it looks like such a nice piece. So a massive congrats to those of you guys who picked up the statue. This is one of the only, if the only statue of Tifa based off her appearance in Advent Children. I don't know why, but there's such a lack of Tifa statues and figures based on this design, which is super disappointing for me, because this is my all-time favorite design of Tifa. In fact, all of the Advent Children designs are my favorite designs for all the Final Fantasy VII characters, because Advent Children was the first thing that introduced me to Final Fantasy VII. So without this film, I probably would have never got into the game or this franchise. So I really have a lot to thank for AC. It's probably one of my all-time favorites video game films out there, and I really hope one day they would make another Final Fantasy VII film. They also did such a great job with Final Fantasy XV Kingsglaive. So yeah, keeping my fingers crossed for that they make a new film based on the remake. So I've got to say, I love the statue. It's such a nice piece. I just think everything about this is perfect. I love the pose, I love the base, I love the sculpting, and I do think the sculpting in the face is pretty good. I do see a nice likeness to Tifa, not necessarily from Advent Children, but especially from the remake, which I think is what they based the face of the statue from, probably just to make it seem more relevant and updated, which I have no issues with, because I love both versions of Tifa from the remake and AC, so I just think this is the perfect blend of Tifa from both the film and the game. I mean, look at the sculpting in the hairpiece. It's just such a majestic pose, and there's so much movement involved in the statue. It makes it seem like a very powerful piece, and there's so much going on with the statue you don't know where to look, but the main focus point is Tifa. I am a little bit afraid about the sculpting of the hair because it looks super fragile. I would not want to drop this piece, because if you drop the statue, it would probably break into like a million pieces. So yeah, that's kind of the trade-off for such a nice statue. You have all this amazing sculpting, but it just increases how fragile the statue is going to be. But as long as you have the statue displayed somewhere sturdy, like a sturdy desk or shelf, or even a detolf cabinet, then yeah, you shouldn't have any issues with the figure falling over. And here's a look at an in-hand photo of the figure, and you can see just how nice the head sculpt is. The eyes are painted a very deep red, and she's got a very subtle expression on the face, and I wish this figure came with two head sculpts, but I'm still very happy with how the figure turned out, and I do love this head sculpt a lot. And so here's a close-up on the base. It seems like a lot of these Final Fantasy VII statues have this Shinra Power Plant Company logo on the base. I really don't know why. It is the main focus of the game after all, and it helps to add a bit of focal points on the base, so yeah, I'm not going to complain too much. There's so much detail on the base, like all these flowers sprouting from the ground. It just helps to break up the statue a bit, and adds a bit of variation for the base, because the more you look at the base, the more details you find, so it makes the figure seem like there's more there than there really is. And here's the other side of the base. We have this, seems like a broken chair. I really don't know what this is, but yeah, some type of broken, chair or table. I really don't know. And we just have the symbol of the wolf on the base, which I think is a very nice touch. I mean, this should technically be on the base for Cloud Strife, but I still think it works pretty well for a base for Tifa. I don't know, maybe this company has made a statue for Cloud Strife. I really don't know. I haven't really looked too much into this company. It's just such a shame that we don't have more statues based on this outfit. So yeah, I hope they make a lot more AC figures. Anyhow, let me know what you guys think of this figure in the comments below, and if you guys picked it up. For all Final Fantasy VII figure news and updates, be sure to keep a lookout on the channel. Thank you guys for watching, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Alright, take it easy guys.